What's up, guys? It's going to be a quick video on how to clean your K&N lifetime type, whether it's the cone cylinder style filter like this one is, which is a forward facing filter that goes on my 1275 big bore Sportster, or otherwise. This is how I clean them. Cheap, it's quick. The K&N cleaning kit for these filters is outrageous. Like this filter's like 60 something bucks, and the cleaning kit's like almost that much. So dude, I just might as well buy a new filter. A lifetime filter doesn't really mean much if you're buying basically another filter every time you clean it. So I got some cheap Purple Power DG Dollar General brand degreaser here. This thing was really clogged up. It actually caused my bike to run super rich because it wasn't getting enough air, and caused my plugs to foul. So you can see, I mean, just spraying it on there, it's already cleaning it, but really soak that degreaser in there. Soak that degreaser in there really good. And once you got that done, you're going to let this thing sit for about 20 minutes. That's what I'm going to do. And we'll cut back and I'll show you guys the rest of the process. Alright guys, we're back here with our filter. Degreaser's been sitting on it for a while. Come over here and try to set this camera up here. I don't have my... Let's switch the camera around. Alright, so I don't have my stand out here, so I actually got you guys set up in a tree right now out in my yard. But you take this thing and spray it from the inside out, and you can see it's some nasty work coming out of there. Make sure and spray it, you know, where you get yourself soaking wet like I just did. Key element in the process. Gonna wave it back and forth, and they're real good. You can spray out the outside. Do the fins. Sorry, didn't realize I wasn't showing you guys anything. Do the fins. And come around to the bottom. And then back to the inside again. And make sure you get all, if nothing else, you want to make sure you get all that degreaser out of there. Because definitely don't want to suck that up in your engine. Especially my build engine and my Harley. Right. Keep spraying it until you're confident you got it pretty clean. And put the outside again. I feel pretty good at this point. Doesn't take a whole lot. It's not going to look like brand new just from spraying it, because you got to oil it. I'm going to show you how to do that on the sheet here in a second as well. Jesus. Alright. So I'm going to move you guys over to the inside of the shop and let this thing dry, and I'll show you guys how to oil it. Okay, so we're back here to oil the filter. Let it dry out some. Alright, so you can, at this point, if you have the K&N filter oil, this is where you would use that. Just spray it on there. I bought it before. I probably have some at my other house, but what I'm going to be using, and you can find this on various other videos on YouTube and other channels, other platforms. I'm just going to be using just ATF. And a lot of people do this with, if they use ATF, they'll use like an eyedropper or like a syringe or something like that. I don't have one of those handy, so I'm going to use a straw, dip it down, put pressure on the end of the straw, pull it out, do it that way. It's funny when you look at these videos online. This is where I originally seen this, was on YouTube. People are like, oh, you know, transmission fluid's not the same thing. You know, it's not a cleaner. And the most ridiculous comment was, oh, transmission fluid, you know, good luck, man. You're going to suck that in your engine. Your engine's going to be trash. That, those kind of comments come from somebody that's never freed a stuck engine, which is what I use transmission fluid. Transmission fluid is very similar to a lot of things in the auto industry. First and foremost being Marvel's mystery oil. There's a reason Marvel's mystery oil looks a hell of a lot like transmission fluid. It's because it is mostly transmission fluid, and people dump that in engines, and it'll help free the engine up. It'll help lubricate the engine once it's been setting, to not scratch the cylinder walls too bad. It also is very good for cleaning out an engine, right? If you have a fuel system or in the engine itself, if you have an engine that's smoking because it's been setting and the rings aren't seated just right, or you have one that's, you know, fuel system's giving you issues like seafoam, and I usually go with Berryman's, which is a cheaper version of the same thing. You can also just use transmission fluid. Transmission fluid is a cleaner. That's what it does. It cleans, it still lubricates at the same time. Now, if you dump a quart of it into your engine and run it or something, some crazy like that, and to clean it out or something, yeah, I would definitely drain it before I went on a 1,000-mile road trip or something like that. But it absolutely will not hurt your engine. So anybody that's ever played around with a straw at the restaurant, same type of thing. You're just gonna take it along the top, drip it on each fin as you're going along. This is a much harder way of doing it than having the actual eyedropper or syringe or something like that. So if you have that laying around, it's a much better option, but this is what I got, so this is what I'm using. I've actually seen videos of people that literally just take the filter and dump it in transmission fluid. So like, you're not gonna get like, oh, too much transmission fluid and then it's gonna nuke your engine or whatever. It's just not gonna happen. So like I said, if you have the K&N oil and you want to use the K&N oil, use the K&N oil, but I'm not going and buying that when I have an oil that has basically a lot of the same properties right here laying around. So starting this out, I'm gonna cut this here and I'll come back to you guys once I get it all done, because it's gonna be pretty painstakingly long to do this without these syringes. All right, so back with you guys. Got all the trans fluid to oil the filter up, got it back on the bike. I didn't even take that much time to try to get like all the trans fluid out of it, because like I said, I've ran it through engines. Anybody that does like true hot rodding, definitely anybody that does like will it run videos and stuff like I do, know that transmission fluid in your fuel system in your engine, especially just a little bit, is not going to hurt anything whatsoever. So put this thing in neutral and start it up. Honestly, this thing's been sitting for a while prior to this week, so a little trans fluid running through the fuel system probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world at all. Cam's dropping. Anyway, guys, that's how to cheaply clean your air filter, clean and oil your K&N lifetime air filter. Doesn't have to be the cone type one, can be any type one, but that's it for now, guys, for this video. If this helped you out, it's gonna be a lot of other how-to stuff and a lot of car builds and other stuff on the channel. So if you're not already a member of the channel, subscribe. Appreciate your guys' time. Hope it helps you out. Garrison Speed Shop, this is Randy.